To see him moving around now, you would never know that just a few years ago, Cole Benson could hardly move at all.
I found out in 7th grade after the basketball season. After every practice and stuff, I just come home and it'd be really painful in my knees and it'd be hard to walk, and I was just sore all the time.
In 2009, when the pain became too much, he had it checked out and found out that he had a condition in which the joints in his knees were literally falling apart.
Yeah, it's called Osteochondritis dissecans, and it's where you have I had dead bone on my condyles, I think they're called, and my right was worse, so they went in and scraped my bone and pinned it back because it was kind of dead. And I also had another type of surgery done at the same time, kind of, where they put in A-plates on my knees because I was really knock-kneed. And so it stopped my growing on the inside and it grew out more, and then they took them out because they thought from being inside it pinched the blood supply where my dead bone was.
So between the knock knees and the growth plate problems and the dead tissue at the end of his leg bones, things were not looking good. In January of 2010, he had surgery at Mayo Clinic. He had that plate and the screws inserted and the dead bone scraped away and the ligaments put back where they were supposed to be. And then he had to wait.
I was in a wheelchair at school for a while, and I was on crutches for 6 months without putting any weight on it, just so that it'd just have time to heal.
2 years of not knowing whether he would be able to play basketball or anything else in his high school days. But he stayed patient and found a way to stay active.
I was able to swim during all this, so I joined the swim team, and that was kind of my exercise I could do.
Eventually the screws and the plate came out and the leg bones got healthier, and he was growing again like a normal teenager. He started rehabilitation, still not sure if he would ever get back into competitive sports.
Thought he might be done with basketball, and he's a really good tennis player, and thought he might have to give all that up.
But during his freshman year, he started to play a little basketball, and then a little tennis, and he got bolder and a little more steady on his new knees.
I always kind of remember my leg was kind of shaking, so I don't know, I don't know what kind of I was supposed to feel with it all. I was just nervous too and everything. I didn't know how it'd go.
Well, about this time, Craig Nelson took over as head coach at Washington, and he first saw Cole when he came out for his sophomore season.
You know, I just saw a long, lanky, young athlete who was skilled but hadn't quite filled out into his body, hadn't quite, developed fully his game and things like that. Really wasn't aware of his injury until at least a couple weeks into open gyms or into the season when we really got to talking, because he's just a kid who would play through it and just wouldn't even mention it. But as things wore on, you got to know him a little bit better. You realized it was a pretty serious injury that he had when he was young.
Nelson says Benson had to take it easy at times his sophomore year, but Cole would just play through the pain and the fatigue of building his body back up again. Cole says that even now his knee will catch and crinkle every once in a while, but he is loving every minute of his senior season as he and his friends chase a state championship.
We love playing with each other, and we all share the ball well, and we have fun.